Nearly 7 days of daily vlogging right now.
Really? Nice. That's the way to do it, apparently. That's how. It must be a lot of work. Editing videos is so long.
It is when you get quicker at it though. As I always say, the more you shoot, the better you get at shooting shots. What's good, people? It's your boy Aji, and this is The Sauce, helping men develop their physique, social confidence, and become an all-round attractive human being. And if you guys are interested in one, improving your physique in 90 days, but two, just becoming an all-round socially charismatic human being that can roll up and talk to your sweet one, then there is a thing down below. Click it, fill it in as honest as possible, and I'll get in contact. Now, let's get to the vlog. It's leg day, man, them. I'm gonna try doing squats. I realize I really don't like squats. Really do not like squats anymore. So I'm gonna try to run a set. If I don't like this, I'm gonna jump on to the next thing. And obviously hustle culture will say, yeah man, just push through, just do it. Broski, if you enjoy the process, you'll do it much longer. Like, I'm just trying to grow my legs. That's the end result. I don't care about squatting as much. I love squatting because I think it is the king of leg workouts, but there's so many other things like leg press and leg extensions and other machines that I enjoy doing more. So I'm gonna run some squats, see if I can do this, lighten the weight a bit, try and get my form correct. But again, if it's not vibing, man's just gonna jump on another machine. But the legs, I can't lie, the legs are looking pumpy though. Haha, that's looking so pumpy. Ooh. I can't lie, I kind of fucked with that still. I like that. I'm gonna do another set. I think the peak male existence is this. Now, a lot of men will say, nah, actually that's a lie. A lot of men would never say this, but a lot of men think this, is that the peak male existence is having a roster of beautiful women, like a nice little harem of gorgeous, sexy women just there for you. I would actually challenge this and say the peak male existence is actually having that one sweet one that, one, looks better than all these girls, two, is supports you, has your back, and almost covers for your weaknesses. Because as much as we like to sit out here and say as men, yo, we're strong, we don't have no weaknesses, we can take on anything. Bro, we're humans and we all have weaknesses. And being able to find that beautiful, sweet one that, one, she's so attractive that you're not even looking at other girls, but two, also has your back, covers your weaknesses, looks out for the things that you're not good at so that you can focus on the things that you're good at and you can come together like a unit, I think is genuinely peak. Like, that is the lifestyle. When you look at some relationships, like for example, Alex and Layla Hormozi, Layla makes Alex a better person. There's other relationships out there where the woman makes the guy the better person. I think that is peak male existence. And obviously I don't know the ins and outs of them man's relationship there, but just from what I see, he wouldn't have been able to achieve as much as he has achieved without her. He obviously finds her super attractive to the point where he doesn't even really want to look at other girls. Like, that is the peak male existence. Now, I think that's rare. That is so rare. So number two is the harem. That's like what most men end up going for because number one is so rare. And you guys, or some of you will say, oh no, it's not that rare. No, I'm telling you, most relationships are either one of the parties thinks that they're too good for the other one, or one of them thinks that the other one is punching, or one of them doesn't respect the other one as much. So you might have relationships where the guy's like, oh my gosh, I'm with this super amazing girl, but the girl's looking at the guy like, I could do better, and she usually ends up cheating on him. Or the other way, where the guy is the one that's like, okay, I could kind of do, like, I'm here right now because it's convenient, but I think I could do better. And so there's a lot of relationships like that. Or the worst ones are the ones where both of them don't really mess with each other and they're like, they both think that they could do better. Two, most people get into relationships with the best option that they currently have. So let's say if you're a guy and you're used to pulling sixes, the one time now a seven comes and shows you energy, a lot of men are just gonna settle down with that, chill with it for a while, and then sometimes relationship into it. And this is how most relationships end up going. I've got a couple of friends, they got into relationships just because they wanted regular sex. And now they're in the relationship and they don't even get sex that regularly. I'm sorry, bro, I know you're watching this, my bad. But yeah, that's why I would say that's like the bottom tier. That's like the bottom tier, or that's the low tier. And that's the tier that most men are in, because so many people are so pressed on finding a relationship. I need to be in a relationship. I need to do this. I need to do that. And when you actually become comfortable being by yourself and being single, and you also become a highly attractive man that has options and can do his thing around, you get a bit more selective. It's like, okay, well, if I'm gonna lock off all the rest of the girls that, one, I currently have, but two, I could be having, for you need to come with something special. Like, you need to be different, because I'm not locking off all of this if you aren't coming with something special. And this is where I really want to like hammer the point of the different types of relationships you can have as a man. Together. Going down on weight so I can focus on the range of motion. Beast mode, baby. So when you date a girl now, obviously you meet a girl and she might just end up being a casual hookup. So maybe a one-time thing, one-time, two-time thing, and then either she's done, you're done, or both of you are done. That happens a lot, especially in life these days with the massive amount of hookup culture there is. And then obviously there's relationship where you two get into a relationship. You might be hanging out for a bit. You might end up getting into a relationship. You might end up being a thing and trying to go for the long run. But I also think people need to be comfortable in dating as well. So even though there's dating towards getting into a relationship, I feel like more people need to also understand short-term dating. And short-term dating is just very situational. It's like when you move abroad, you go abroad or you go somewhere, you're not going to be there for long, but you make a couple friends. Now, those are your friends in that place. For example, when I go to Bali, I've got my Bali friends, I've got my Bali guys, and I meet new Bali guys, and if our interests align, we'll be cool for that period of time. But sometimes our interests change, or someone might go do something else, someone might go do another thing, and then you just need to be comfortable. Obviously you're comfortable, you split, and then you meet new friends with those new interests, and then you might come back around to the old friend with the old interests. But it's like, friendships are very situational. However, I think we should also be comfortable with situational relationships as well. And what that means is, sometimes, for example, you go somewhere and you meet a girl, or a girl comes to your place. Now, she's not going to be there for that long, but maybe for the time period she's there, you actually genuinely do enjoy hanging out with each other. She is super attractive. She finds you super attractive. You enjoy going out, hanging out with her, vibing, going dinner, etc. So that is what I would consider a situational relationship, or a short-term, not even a short-term relationship, a dating. I consider that dating. Short-term dating, situational dating. And I think more men need to be comfortable with that. And I think that should actually be the aim of most guys. Not the long-term aim, but you don't want to be completely committed to a girl if it's just a short-term situation. And you don't want to only date for long-term situations, because that just ends up getting boring. What? I'm not going to have no fun, hang out with no chicks, chill, what? Because I don't see her as my wife? Nah, that's dead. Like, man still got needs, man still enjoys doing his thing, man still genuinely enjoys going out and being a bit of a lover boy and linking girls, flowers, all of that sort of stuff. Like, I'm still a lover boy, but sometimes the situation doesn't matter. And also, man, then where I also say be careful with, or be comfortable with just to be in a dating stage, is because I also believe there's different standards depending on if you're trying to go for that relationship, like you're trying to make her your girl, or if you're just dating her and she's just your girl for a bit. And that's where things like, for example, I wouldn't even say her history like that, because obviously I believe every single girl in this day and age has a body count, has something. But her history in terms of, has she cheated on any guys? Is she flirtatious when guys talk to her? Does she give guys energy? Because when it comes to dating, if I know that it's just a short-term thing, I don't really care about that stuff, I'll be honest. If I know that me and this girl are only hanging out for a time period, I ain't going to make her the mother of my kids, we're not going to hang out for a long-term period. We do enjoy each other's company, but there's certain red flags that I know I can't get into a relationship with, I will comfortably still date a girl. I'll still hang out with her, I'll still chill with her, we'll still have the fun times, I'll still do that, just knowing she ain't going to be wife. So you can have less expectations when you know that it's not going to be a long-term thing, when you know that she's not the girl you're going to go the distance with. However, you can still enjoy her for the moment you have her in that time. And I think more guys just need to be comfortable in that. Like, it's not every girl you chat to, oh, I want to marry her, I want to be in a relationship with her. Most girls, 90% of girls, to be fair, 99% of the girls are just going to be we're dating, it's a casual thing. I enjoy you enough to the point where I'm not actually out here looking for other girls. Because again, girl, the hunt is work, people. It is work. It's like a whole second job. Take it from someone that's done it, okay? It's a whole second job. Scheduling girls is a whole second job. It becomes like meetings. I got to schedule this one for this time, this one for this time, this one for this time. It becomes long. It's so much easier when you just got that one that you know, okay, cool, she's there, you're there. I'm just spending energy on her for the time period that I'm dating her. Again, you don't let yourself go because you know it's going to be a short-term situation and you're going to have to be back on the hunt again at some point. So you keep yourself in tip-top shape. You don't get too comfortable. But at the same time, you also know it's not a long-term thing. And she's there and she's comfortable with you and you're both there together. She's comfortable for that period. But again, and it also makes you work on your thing as well because you know she's not going to be around for long. And that's why I say them ones there are amazing because you don't have as many expectations. She doesn't need to have a super low body count, even though I believe that's cooked anyway right now. She doesn't need to, but even things like, for example, cheating, flirting with other guys, like you're more comfortable with that because you just know that it ain't going to be a long-term thing. Okay, cool, you know what, fair enough. You're flirtatious, but you ain't a long-term thing. You've cheated on a couple of your other boyfriends, but I'm not going to be your boyfriend, so I don't care.